Who fought back from a frightening illness. "50 years on from the Munich air disaster, it's been a time for reflection at Manchester United. The crash on February the 6th, 1958 occurred as the squad returned from a European Cup tie and claimed the lives of 23 passengers, 8 of whom were United players. Matt Busby's side had just qualified for the semi-finals of the European Cup and with an average age of 22 were nicknamed the Busby Babes. United paid homage in their recent league match against Manchester City, which they lost by wearing 1958-style red shirts.
I think all the players felt a bit low before the game. I don't know how to explain it. We had the opportunity to see the video that was made about the accident, and it was very sad to see the event, the way people reacted and how it was. So we had a better idea of what happened, and it was very emotional. So all this touched the team a lot before the game, and it was very difficult.
Since arriving last summer, Nani has been quick to embrace the tradition and heritage that is Manchester United. He's proved an exciting acquisition with his flair and attacking style of play. And if you wondered about his name, well, it's actually Luis Carlos Almeida da Cunha. So how did Nani come about?
It started with my sister when I was a baby. She looked after me and was always very affectionate towards me. She gave me this name. To begin with, she was the only person who called me that. And then everybody in my family picked up on it and started to call me Nani. From there it started to spread around the area where I lived, and Nani stuck.
Nani was brought up in Amadora after his parents emigrated to Portugal from the Cape Verde Islands. He made his name at Sporting Lisbon, but it was an older brother who first honed his football skills.
I used to play with him, and if I did something wrong, or played a pass that he didn't like, then he'd say to me, "If you do that again, you'll get a slap." So I had to get better and try to do things the way he wanted me to. Otherwise, I really would get a slap. He would always accompany me, and I guess he went with me until I was 14 years old. He used to go and watch all my games and training, and really he was like a father to me, because at the time my father was living in Cape Verde.
Nani has quickly settled into life at Old Trafford, thanks to some guidance from his international teammate Cristiano Ronaldo. He's helped both Nani and Brazilian midfielder Anderson adapt to life in Manchester, and also to a new language.
When I didn't understand something or wanted to speak to someone, he'd say to me, "Say it like this." So he helped me a lot, because he didn't speak on my behalf, he didn't like to speak for us. He'd tell us what to say, and I'd have to say it myself, so I'd learn from this and understand things better. And he's also taught me lots of things.
He's also learning his trade from Ryan Giggs. The Welshman, with over 500 league appearances for United, is approaching the end of an illustrious career, and some see the Portuguese international as his obvious long-term replacement.
We've been talking today, and he's already said that he likes the progress I'm making and the movements I've been doing. So I feel that he wants to teach me, and that when he decides to leave football, he'll be able to say, "You have him, and I've already given him the instructions, and now it's up to him to follow them." As a person, he's also 5-star. He's fantastic, and you can see he's got a good heart. He's not envious of anybody, and as a player, he's very approachable.
The media interest in Nani is building by the day, and so are the sponsorship deals. He's even wearing the same football boots as his teammate Ronaldo. But that's not about cashing in or vanity, far from it.
It's important to feel good within myself, and to feel fit and to feel comfortable with the boots I wear. It's also important that your feet feel good, because we use them to run, and they're constantly hitting the ground and making contact with the ball, and that's very important. But I don't worry about looking handsome to play. I worry more about being physically and mentally prepared to play.
When Nani scores, it is spectacular. But what about his acrobatic celebration? Well, it's based on an Afro-Brazilian martial art, capoeira, which dates back to the 16th century.
I started doing capoeira very young, and when the time came that I'd have to choose between capoeira and football, I chose football, and had to leave capoeira because there are many problems about doing capoeira and football at the same time. So when I scored a goal, the backflip was a way of celebrating, and it had come naturally. I just used to feel like doing the backflip to celebrate.
With his agility, we guess there might be some musical influence. While Sir Alex plays piano, Nani's choice of instruments includes a pandeiro, which is a Brazilian tambourine, and also a single-string percussion instrument called a berimbau.
I like listening to music, and I also like playing music. I play the pandeiro and also the berimbau. They're the instruments used in capoeira, so I like playing them. When I went back home, I bought a pandeiro, so I can continue to play. But I also like to listen to music.
When he has the time away from his various commitments, Nani also has a passion for table tennis. And there's one particular teammate he enjoys challenging to a good old-fashioned game of ping-pong.
Cristiano Ronaldo, without a doubt. Why? Because he's also very competitive and plays very well. He's fantastic and has got a lot of quality. We're pretty close, but I've probably won slightly more.
If he can match Ronaldo's exploits on the pitch, Old Trafford will have another Portuguese hero to worship.